playing as our Beastmaster, solo mid against Yafet. We have 820 playing his Clockwork Goblin on the bottom lane, solo against a tri-lane, it seems. And then on top we have X, or well known as Weapon X, or Die, playing as Sven. And obviously Burning, AAA, playing his 3-head Morphling. And L, which in this case I'm pretty sure is King J, playing as Lena.
Right, we might have to actually pause it again. I've been a bit of a douche and put the sound too high. Oh, snap. It's me just thinking it was good. Alright, so restarting up again, and we should actually be cutting onto a minute right now. So hopefully that actually helps our man. By the way, we are both actually watching off replays for this one, so we're just trying to keep ourselves in sync. Just so you actually don't feel all weirded out by this. Alright, so we got mid versus mid, so obviously Yavis versus 357. You said Yavis wouldn't really be too concerned about going up against Beastmaster. Of course, he does have that massive burst damage. Axe is just slightly missing there by 357. But this bottom lane, how the hell is Clockwork Goblin going to farm this one? Obviously, it's hard enough being a melee hero, let alone being in the same lane as Pugna, VS pulling, and Witch Doctor, who is still moving around. He's actually moved himself in towards middle at the moment. But to actually try and stay on top of that bottom lane, that's going to be freaking hard for him.
Yeah, he's probably just going to have to hope to scrape a few last hits off with his rocket. You see, he's still level 1. So yeah, poor guy. I'm not very fond of soloing Clockwork Goblin in the side lanes, to be honest, because I think he's either a solo mid or he needs to be babysat. He's not a great solo in the side lane, especially not against the tri-lane as you see it.
Yeah, it looked like he's actually trying to use his rockets for a little bit to actually try and help farm up the lanes there, but ZS just moves up a little bit further. He has to fall back. Mid lane's actually getting ganked at the moment here. 357 gonna get done. He tried to put off a couple of axes there, but 357 will be the first one to go down. They've been waiting for a while to actually gank that one. DGC came from below, and we did have Venomancer HY coming from above. So they've been trying to actually get that gank off the middle. It took them about a minute to actually do so, but they do walk away with that one. And looks like Sven instantly takes his place in mid.
Yeah, Venomancer just found a haste route, so that's basically the reason why they could go. And this DGC moved mid lane because he, as you see, it's not much point for him staying bot lane because since like Clockwork Goblin is so afraid of moving in. So Pugna basically has free farm anyway. So not much point. So you already have VS pulling, so DGC just probably thought to himself, yeah, you know, what should I do bot lane?
Well,
Go for a little bit ganks.
On the bright side, it's actually not too bad. Like, Venomancer is moving away from the top lane. He's trying to like do whatever he can to solo up on that one. But I really am actually worried at the moment here for NirvanaCN, just for the fact they're allowing AAA, who is literally, for me, I would describe him as the best farmer in all of Dota at the moment, worldwide. For his ability to actually last hit. I've never seen someone who can actually get that many last hits in a wave. And he's actually being left to free farm up there on the top lane. So not even any pressure being applied at the moment. I'm just a little bit worried about that one as well. I was worried for Clockwork Goblin's life on the bottom lane. He's been maledicted as well as pushed back there by DGC. That he will actually live to munch on another tango. But just to let free farm on AAA, like, there's got to be something against that.
Yeah, definitely. I don't like it either, because you have a free farm Morphling against a free farm Pugna, and it's pretty obvious, like, who is more dangerous. So Nirvana really, oh right, okay, bottom room, interesting.
Clockwork Goblin is just literally playing with DGC. He's actually left the entire lane, and you're right, ran down towards that bottom rune. That just follows him back up a little bit further, hits him once, and then decides to fall back towards that bottom lane once again. AAA is still free farming. Venomancer, in fact, he is actually still roving himself around. He's gone back towards middle lane. They've just literally left top lane for dead and left AAA by himself. So this lane has just moved themselves out.
Not a very good option. Definitely a very bad option.
Well, they tried to have a go on mid as well. Beastmaster actually getting a little bit too close now.
Yeah,
Shadow Fiend Razor going off. Sven comes in with a stun. Venomancer will come in to actually support right now. Will have enough hits to actually go off. 357 trying to fall back here. Bouncy Stun will actually go. Viper Sting should be enough to kill him, as well as the Plague Wards all teaming up, trying to push them back. And 357 still living. Still living. He does have that healing slav if he needs to. And no, he'll be fine. 60 HP, he'll actually retreat back from that middle lane. Great timing by Sven to actually come in and help.
they didn't expect the Venommancer to turn up, I think. So what they wanted is to basically bait Japhets into trying to kill the Beastmaster and then kill him in turn, but they didn't see the Venommancer, so it was a pretty close clutch. As you see, top lane, Lina is what is it? Is it double pulling?
That's a double pull on the Ancients, and then also pulls the Ogres into it if he can. Yeah, he's going to pull the Ogres. He's one wave, 3 pulls.
Yeah. This is a vast experience of King J. It's just not everyone can do that.
It's just knowing your timing. Even Venommancer trying to actually have a look at it, throwing down a Plague Ward just off the side here, and Ob's still up here by Ehome. In fact, actually, he's preempting the Ob's actually dying and throws down another one about 30 seconds before the Ob's Ward will actually die down. That's just how important to him that vision is on the Venomancer to allow AAA to know when he's going to get ganked. But he's already up at level 6. Something we should actually bring up too while all the lanes are moving themselves around. Oh, hang on, TP coming towards top. We'll just check on this one. Witch Doctor's up there. Morphling actually, AAA thinks a level 2 Witch Doctor. That is just way too tempting to leave alone. Sven now also actually manages to kill HY on the top area. YS trying to fall back there. Great Razor, a little bit short off on the second, but wasn't going to matter. Wasn't actually going to kill him. But they do manage to actually catch HY out in the top river.
Yeah. So it's not looking that well for China at the moment, because Pugna is starting against Blockwork Goblin, so the Goblin, he will get his farm. As I see, he uses his rockets to last hit, and so there's not much pressure being applied to bot lane or top lane.
Oh, mid though is having the pressure applied. Stormbot flies off, 357 still on the back of it. Malnik will actually scare off the Beastmaster, as well as Sven. The stun actually holding the Quill Beast in place as well, that came out from DGC, who came in as fast as he possibly could. Venomancer trying to hunt whatever he can, throwing down a ward just in case he gets lucky. He will not though, as looks like the Scourge wave the Scourge heroes have fallen back to their side of the river.
Yeah. Yeah, they were afraid of going into the little what do we call it? This juke spot probably. Since Japhets had mana left for 2 more races, so if he would be able to get it off on the Beastmaster, who already had Maledict on him. Yeah, that would be.
We just lost 8-2 on the bottom lane as well. ZS, you just never know when that burst damage is going to come, and it came in there. There was support that did come in from LM by the looks of it with VS being in the neighbourhood. So they do actually manage to claim that Clockwork Goblin, who was getting a little bit of farm, but now he's going to be back to square one again. And looks like a bit of tower pushing going to come out here from ZS, which you expect with Pugna. Like that blast doing damage to the tower, it's just so freaking painful.
Yeah. That Pugna is one of the most versatile heroes in the game, because he can do everything. He can gank, he can teamfight, he can push. What else do you need?
He can save anyone from getting attacked by normal attacks. Throw down a credit find your own teammate. There you go. It's literally like your own sort of like
he can keep himself alive with his ult.
Look at him just blast that tower down. Who's going to get the last hit? Glymph actually pops off here, and well, we did see Clockwork Goblin try and come in for the deny. He did not get close enough, and Pugna just blasts the creep wave once again. While it's happening, it's like mid just falling themselves in as well, just going to defend that tower. Let's bring up the CS scores and have a bit of a chat about that one. Now, obviously, the first person I want to look at is AAA on the top lane. 57 for 28, 8 minutes and 40 seconds into it. 57 for 29, sorry, as he's just continuing to actually farm and deny. That is massive denies on the top, even though no one's there. To actually deny that much as well as get that many last hits. It's now 90 last hits he's achieved in 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Is there a record for this? It's gotta be.
I don't know, but if there is, probably AAA will
get it. Mid. YS trying to fall himself back in the moment. Beastmaster needs one more hit. He's still going to hit by the tower, and Lin does not get close enough. 8-2-0, once again dying on the bottom lane. Looks like a tri-lane trying to go for him, while SF was the distraction, and now they're going to push this bottom lane. Venomancer Ward's going to slow them all down here. At 8-2-0, the Clockwork Goblin, the second time he's been pushing up the daisies on the bottom lane. The Tier 2 tower, Restoration actually going off here for our DGC, trying to keep this up. The Glymph has already been used on the Tier 1 tower too, so they've got more than enough damage to actually bring down this tower, but it's taking them a while. Not massive damage deals, even though they do have the aura stack from the Commander or Vengeful Spirit. It should be enough, but the rockets will actually push them back. Ah, they finally got the kill. YS goes down.
They found
YS must have been on pretty low HP. I didn't see him actually fall back from that middle lane. I wouldn't have actually expected him to actually stick around.
Yeah, well, he just popped off his healing salve, but you know, like Beastmaster's Hawk saw him, and yeah, and it was finished. So he was just regenerating that. You know, it's not a very good time to do that, since Beastmaster was just in the vicinity.
Beastmaster also just losing his Hawk there ever so quickly. Pugna comes in and just manages to see Beastmaster running around. Sven's in the neighbourhood. The illusion rune has actually popped off from the bottle, and in comes Clockwork Goblin. Ulti's right on top of Pugna. The nether ward is down, and Sven's trying to do whatever he can to get rid of it. Now they have to form themselves back here, especially with SF there. One Razor, A2O takes a fall. Now it's looking good for NirvanaCN. They will bring that X as well if SF can get himself into a good position for a Razor. Doesn't do it though. In the end, TGC walks away with the last hit here, and Pugna just as well as Wish Doctor taking care of that last illusion of the Beastmaster, but two very quick deaths there for Ehome.
Yeah, there's actually playing like 4 versus 5, so it's like 4 Ehome players. We can't count burning in because he's still farming, you've realized. And a minute 11, yeah, 81 creep, 83 last hits. Okay.
You can't let this happen. You can gank as many people as you want, but AAA, and especially on a Morphling, do not let him do that. It's too much. Mid tower goes down.
He already has his ultimate orb, so you probably will go for Lincoln first. There's a lot of targets. BS obviously. Pugna with the Creepify, and Witch Doctor with his casts. So there were many spells to be blocked by Lincoln. So yeah, it's a very good choice in this against this lineup.
The funny thing is, like, he could even want to go for Lincolns, and he'll actually have it farmed up in what it would take a normal person to farm up. I say normal person. This guy is just a freak of Dota. In the normal time it would take someone to farm up a Lincolns, he can actually probably get a Skadi as well as a Lincolns on top of it and use it for the aggression at the same time. It's like, hell freaking yeah. Bottom lane being slightly pressured at the moment. Mid lane, it's obviously the tier 1 towers being down here for Ehome. Don't have to worry about actually defending it off here, especially that top lane. Want to defend that last one so AAA can continue to farm in peace. As it looks like 357 as well as X moving around. That's the Beastmaster and Sven respectively combination. Trying to have a look around. Venomancer doing what he can to actually farm up these Elder Jungle Stalkers, the Ancient Neutrals. Get a little bit more up on them. A lot of VS, and it looks like again the tri-lane on the bottom lane looking to push themselves through. Lena not wanting to do anything but maybe get a double pull on these on the lizards. No, she's just going to stand around and just look at them instead. But yeah, this. AAA is still farming. Do you just think that the rest of the Ehome team is just going, you know what, we're just in AAA we trust, in burning we trust. The rest we can just do, we can push the towers down, they can push the towers down, but we trust him to win the group fights, and then we'll get our own back.
Well, this is basically their point, right? This is their game style. It's basically, yeah, survive long enough and then it burning farm up. That's it.
Oh, top lane, Raw goes off. AAA thinks about going in once again. The wave will go. He's going to go over the top. Goes in front, tries to go for the block. He doesn't know because he's going to have more than enough damage to actually do it. And AAA now also gets a kill on top of this one. They're next to the tier 1 tower. They can almost just sit there and just kill it if they wanted to. But they won't. They decide to fall back there, especially after losing their own tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. There's that tri-lane push from Pugna, Wish Doctor, and Vengeful Spirit. Looks like they're not quite finished just yet. Clockwork Goblin fires off a rocket to try and discourage them off a little bit here. And Beastmaster will also TP back towards the main base to try and defend this one. But very confident push there. Obviously, it's all it's a fake. It is such a fake there by Nirvana, and they will fall back.
Pugna does have his mecha, but you know, AAA is free farming, and that's obviously more dangerous than having a Pugna with a mecha.
Yeah, that's it's definitely going to hurt him. I'm just going to bring up AAA's